So, Atomic Blonde. We just watched the trailer. Atomic Blonde's coming out in summer 2017. And what are we thinking?
So I think it's going to be great. It's going to fall in line with those, what is it, like action porn films like you see with Taken, John Wick. It's going to be fun action porn from my initial take
You mean
on
like
it.
porn in the sense that it's going to be graphically action focused, or
Correct. And then
I see.
I did
Alright.
watch the Red Band trailer, so there's definitely going to be a lesbian sex scene.
right?
So
I think what they're trying to do here is trying to grasp some Berlin idea, into the concept of being Berlin so free, so you can do whatever, and that's the idea that they're trying to grasp in that club or in whatever places that we saw in the trailer. But I think it's not enough. That's all. But it's interesting to see Charlize again. I like Charlize always. And one thing that I don't find like, this is like not Berlin at all with all that shoe talk. Like, okay, you are the awesome whatever detective trying to solve this problem, a spy trying to solve this problem, and then you have this shoe talk in between.
I have to say, I saw two different trailers, and they were completely different from one another. One was giving me a feel. One seemed to be like the more mainstream trailer, which was trying to tell me the whole story of the entire film, and the other one was far more atmospheric. It was like for the first 40 seconds or so, it was just showing a scene without cutting away from that one scene. It was like the fighting sequence in the stairwell. And I have to say, that second trailer, the one that came across more atmospheric, was far more convincing than the first one. Because, I don't know, it got me like an idea of a film that I would kind of like to see, whereas the other one, I couldn't stop thinking about how unconvincing the fighting looked. I mean, here you have Charlize Theron, who's of course not, Jet Li or Jackie Chan or whatever, and she's beating up like guy after guy, or person after person after person after person. And I think that a lot of the believability of this kind of film hinges on the believability of the fighting sequence, if there's so much fighting going on. And in the first trailer that I watched, I didn't find that very convincing, I have to say.
I think there's about three things that I'm really excited to see in this film. And, bouncing off what you just said, Moritz, about the fighting, I was excited to see that, I'm loving that this character is getting the shit kicked out of her. And she's walking away with, bruises and contusions, and her face is kind of deformed. I thought that was actually really well done. They're doing a little bit of realism there, which I thought was great. I'm excited for the soundtrack because, I'm a big sucker for the 1980s music scene, so I'm excited to hear the soundtrack. And then also I thought that the look of it really encompasses the Cold War in the 1980s because they're desaturating the colors. So from my perspective, I was really excited to see the film for those reasons.
One thing to add, I do like the casting. You've got like John Goodman. You've got and I'm spacing on his name. He was just in Split.
James McAvoy.
James McAvoy.
Yeah. So I'm intrigued by the casting. These are no slouches by any mean. So I'm intrigued by that aspect. And I will agree that the look has me hooked. It's a unique look, unique-ish, I should say. It seems fun. I'm not gonna lie. It seems fun. So our initial takes on this. What are you thinking by going and seeing
I'm really
it?
torn because I wish I hadn't seen that other trailer. The one trailer really hooked me, and I want to see it. And the second one somehow, the trailer that I saw
completely
first
telling
really
off the
didn't draw me in,
story.
but the second one really did. And so I think, bottom line for me is I'm intrigued, actually, because of the second trailer that I saw.
So it's worth the price of admission.
Yes,
I would
definitely.
say, yeah. It's worth a try. Of course, that one we can't tell until we see the film.
True.
But yeah, I would try it.
Okay, so we'll call this the
Just because I'm in Berlin right now, I think I should just go and see it and see if they can, match up with the real thing.
All right.
It looks like a film you're supposed to have fun with, and I think you can probably have fun with it.
Cool. I'm gonna call it the early morning matinee. Get it discounted and go watch it.
That's a good call.
Very good. Nice.
Oh my God, I think I love you.
All right.
We're the Film Squad, and that was our review for Atomic Blonde.